You live in the country of Georgia, right?
I live in the country. Yes.
Okay, because
We're
Georgia
talking.
has,
We're
everybody
talking
thinks about
country
Georgia and they
country.
think about Atlanta, but people don't realize most
That
people live on the outskirts of
ooh,
Atlanta.
James, let me tell you, I was in for culture shock. I went and
Yeah,
stayed. I went and
bullfight.
stayed. Once I retired, I retired and came back to work. So while I was retired, I figured, oh, I can do some things now, just whatever I feel like doing. I decided I was going to go and stay with my brother for a while, my brother and my sister in law in the country in Twin City, Georgia. Okay.
Okay.
So I went and stayed with them for about a year. And when it came time for me to move out, my sister in law was just, hell bent on keeping me somewhere close. So I'm trying to find a place back in Atlanta where I had lived for 30 plus years. Okay. And she started looking for a place in in her area. So she came up with one before I could come up with one in Atlanta. So uh, fast forward to Swainsboro, Georgia. So found a cute little place in Swainsboro, Georgia. Move in. Had absolutely no idea this place was literally like Mayberry RFD. When I tell you, I was in the bank one day and I asked, well, first of all, I didn't have work and transportation when I moved in there. So I tried to take an Uber to Walmart, go get some things that, I'm just waiting for somebody to pick up this ride. So that never happened. So fast forward maybe a few days, a week later, I have to go to the bank. Went to the bank, and the teller waited on me and said, "Thank you. Is there anything else I can do for you?" So I said, "Well, yeah. Can you tell me if you have Uber or Lyft here? Because I tried to get one. I waited over an hour." She said, "Well, I just moved back here." So she says, uh, she yells out into the lobby, the really busy lobby with four people in line.
Hmm.
She said, "Do we have Uber or Lyft here?" So there was this one lady in the line. She said, "Oh, now we had a taxi driver, but he just died." I said, "What? You could have pushed me over with your forefinger?" I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, he just died and he was doing so good." Oh my God, what have I got myself?
One taxi, and once he died, that was it for the
The
taxi
He
end.
was
service.
about 70 and he had that one taxi. So now there's no public transportation, there's no bus,
Back to a
nothing,
horse and buggy.
pretty much.
Someone can make a killing. Someone can just step right into his shoes and
Pretty
pick up
much.
where he left
Yeah,
off.
And when I tell you it's so country, when I go home most weekends, I have to try to play beat the sun because there's this one stretch of highway near my home. It's about 13 miles long. When I tell you, when the sun goes down, it's pitch dark. The
well,
cold,
I thought
the
you were gonna
roads
say you
are
lived in a
curving.
sunset.
The
But you say
roads
you can live in a sunset city.
the roads are curving. So if I'm on this stretch of road, which is only two lanes, coming and going,
Yeah.
if a tractor trailer is coming towards me, all I can see is bright lights. I
Oh
can't
wow.
see where I'm driving my car. I don't know where the curve is in the road. So it's really dangerous.
Yeah.
So when I say I
Yeah.
have to beat the sun, I literally have to beat the
Have to
sun or
beat
I
the
will wait
sun.
till the next day.
But
To be
but Shona,
safe.
that brings up a question, and
Yes.
sort of segue into our subject here. In towns like that, as far as medical help or people that might go through some things like breast cancer or emergencies or something like that.